Hey guys, so today I had my ultrasound and it was really neat. Um, I I was just commenting. Oh, I forget her name. I was just on her page. Um, oh, I forget. Anyway, I was commenting on her page about you know, because she had commented to me about my frustration before the appointment. If you saw that video. Um, but so here's a quick story. I, my boyfriend was going to be there first of all, and then his mom was going to be there second, and um, I called my mom and I said, "Do you want to come?" And I just invited her because um, she hadn't gotten to see the ultrasound yet, and um, I thought, why not? But you can only have two people in the ultrasound room, so you know, I didn't want Bobby to leave, so Bobby would stay there, and then his mom and my mom would have to switch off. And I told my mom this, but my mom's just really flaky, so she invited my grandmother as well, and that's really frustrating because she's getting a lot older, and um, she's slow moving, And because my mom's flaky, I guess she didn't realize that, appointments at 3, you don't leave at 2:45 with a slow going person, especially when that slow going person is driving because my mom doesn't have a license. So they showed up like 15 minutes late. We only get a half hour for the ultrasound. So we didn't go in until later, so it ended up, because they were late, took away from our time, to watch the baby and stuff. It was still a good ultrasound. I made the experience. I just kind of made the choice to not be so frustrated about it. But I'm feeling a little bit hormonal right now, so I'm making it a bigger deal than it is or has to be. I don't know. That's one of my. I don't know if it's just a problem that I have or related to pregnancy, but when I get stuck on something and I know that it's ridiculous and I know that there's no point to be stuck on it, but I do, and I'm stuck on this right now, and I want to, like, I don't know what I want to do. None of it makes any sense. I want to call up my mom and be like, why were you late? Why did you do that? Like, don't you know that this was important to me? Ooh, baby's kicking. Um, and same with my boyfriend, who was like almost 10 minutes late. He got there before them, but it's still like, I don't understand. Like, and they know how important it is to me. I mean, it's an ultrasound. It's like the last one that I get for this entire thing. And I wish I could remember what her screen name was. Pretty girl with blonde hair. Um, fitness person. Sorry, I forget your name. But she was saying, you should stop worrying about other people, and it's more about you, I guess, is what she was kind of saying. And she's totally right, because I just I want other folks to experience it as well, and I guess that's what I was trying to do, but by thinking of other people more, it just took away from my experience. And that's what I did with my first pregnancy too. I really don't have very many complaints, but I definitely feel like, from now on, I'm gonna make the conscious decision, excuse me, to make this more about me. Appointments and and what's really important is the birth plan. Who's there, how it goes down. Because when I had Ella, there were so many people in the room because I wanted people to, experience it along with me. And that's fine and everything, but and I got to experience that once, to have other people experience that with me, but it doesn't need to happen again. This time it's just going to be Bobby and I. And maybe a couple of visitors in between, like with the labor process, but once it starts getting nasty, God, the last thing that I need is for someone while I'm in labor telling me, don't do this, don't do this. So, sorry, I'm still frustrated about it. I don't know, I have to learn how to just not worry about it so much. I get so worried about how I'm experiencing it that I don't realize that I'm making the experience bad for myself. I don't know. I get my thoughts go wild. They're not normal. When I sit down my laptop, the baby always starts kicking, and my boyfriend's felt it once, and my sister just felt it 4 times just now, and it's because I was like, oh, Melissa, that's my sister, the baby's kicking, come feel it, and she's just like, ooh, okay, I'm coming over, and she felt it 4 times. That's because she was right on it. But when I asked my boyfriend, it's almost and I don't want to make him out to be an asshole, because he's not at all, but I feel like when I ask him, he's like, okay, he'd rather be somewhere else, honey, I don't feel it, so I'm gonna go away now. Well, I wasn't lying. The baby was active, so why don't you give it more than 3 minutes, to feel something? Don't you care, And then I get frustrated about that too. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'm trying not to talk loud because I don't like when people know I'm making video vlogs. Except you guys. I don't know. I gotta stop complaining. So anyway, I told the ultrasound technician, this is the fun part. I'm going to try and make it quick because I only have a minute left or so. But I told the ultrasound technician, I said, I don't want to know what it is. Secretly, I do want to know what it is really bad. So she said, okay. And then it was getting toward the end of the ultrasound, and my mom comes in, and my mother-in-law comes in, and my grandmother, and a big party in there. It was getting toward the end, and I said, just scan over the area. Don't tell me what it is. I don't want you to tell me what it is, but just scan over it. And if I can, it'll just give me a look of what it is. So she scanned over it. And I think I saw a little wiener. So I think it's a boy. And I went out into the waiting room where everyone was waiting, and I have 2 seconds left almost. And they said, so, and I said, well, we scanned over the area, and I think that it's a boy, but I'm not sure. It still could be a girl. And they're like, okay. I'm not going to tell you how sure I am, but when I hugged my dad, I said, I'm 90% sure. I don't know if you heard that. 90% sure it's a boy. So he's excited because that's the only boy in our family. Okay, gotta go. 9 minutes and 53 seconds. I'll talk to you guys soon.